Okay, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. All right, guys, it is Sunday, July 12th, and it is 10:04 p.m. I know, I'm getting a late start. I haven't decided what I'm going to do tonight, whether I'm going to bring a short video and get that uploaded so at least you guys know that there's a video coming tonight, or just doing one long video, but then it doesn't get uploaded later. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just wing it and see. But anyway, what we're going to be covering tonight is the news, and we've got a lot of interesting things to cover. So I think you're going to want to stay tuned. All right. And I mean, very interesting things. All right. So I do want to thank the following people, and these people donated via coffee, and I appreciate it so much, along with my regular Patreon subscribers. Appreciate you guys so much. Anne, Eileen, Melanie, I know you've donated before because I recognize this name, but I don't know if I pronounce your last name right. Is it Winans? Not sure, but Melanie is the first name. I got that right. And Marjorie Joanne Talasco, I think I got that right. I hope. I do butcher names. Okay, I butcher a lot of names, but I try. All right, the other thing I wanted to mention right before we get started, and then we are going to get into some really interesting news right off the bat. And now that I think of it, I think I will do one shorter video first and get that out of the way and upload it. And then I'll go to a second video, which I can kind of take my time on. And at least you'll know that there's a second video coming. But with how long it's taking YouTube to process things, it's probably better if I do a short video and get that uploaded so that it's uploaded at least today. And the other one, who knows when that'll get uploaded or when it'll get processed. It uploads very, very quickly, but then it sits and processes, sometimes all night. It's very frustrating. But you know what? It's not going to deter me from bringing this stuff because I'm still going to do it. If it takes all night for it to process, well, at least it'll get uploaded or it'll get in the system at some point. So that's what we're going to do. But first, I want to mention to you guys, because I have done some more products. Actually, I was busy designing some things, and I've even got a mask here. I'm not for masks. I am absolutely vehemently against it. However, here you can't go in a store, you can't go in a grocery store, you can't go anywhere without a mask. So I thought, well, you know what, for those people that may be in areas where it's required, I did design a mask. And we've got this little rabbit with a Q design that I did, and it's on, gosh, I put it on women's t-shirts, men's t-shirts. There's the whole gamut there. And then there is this, the Trump silhouette. I don't know why. I just thought it was fun, so I did that. And also this, and this is just kind of a pencil sketch of the US map with a flag over it. So, and there's more stuff coming that I've done. I just haven't had time to upload it and get it priced and all that. So, anyway. I know this stuff isn't real cheap, but I get a very tiny portion of that. I actually reduced the prices as far as I could possibly reduce them, because I think that their suggested price for this stuff is ridiculous. So I did do that as much as I could, but you know, and there are some couple of designs upcoming, I'll probably have them up tomorrow or Tuesday, and they're more masculine. I understand this is more of a feminine type design, not necessarily, but anyway, I do have some real masculine type designs coming, which I know you'll like. I know you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link to the store pinned to the first comment. Okay, and you guys can peruse at your will, see if there's anything that catches your fancy there. We got all sorts of stuff. All right, so let's get into the stuff that matters. Anyway, I thought I'd do that because I know a lot of you like t-shirts and things, and it is a way that you can have something that you want and it still supports the channel. So, all right, enough of that. Let's go to the news. And I think I'm going to skip over this part for this video. And I think I'm going to go right down here to something that's very important, but I think I'm going to have to be careful the way I talk about it, because heavy censorship. The media is already going overtime with this stuff, saying, oh, it's all a conspiracy theory, it's ridiculous. I don't think so. So let's just get started here, and this will be it's going to be a shorter video, but it'll be the first video, and hopefully I'll have lots of energy left over for video number 2. So I'm doing the second video first, just because I can. That's the beauty of it. All right, let's look at this. All right, and it says FBI investigation uncovers 256 emails between Schiff and Epstein. Oh, I kind of understand now why he's freaking out and why he's gone to such lengths to get Trump in trouble, lying and leaking and whatever else he's done. I think he's done a lot. That's why I think he's so obvious in his attempt to get Trump. He's so obvious because he's so desperate. Remember, those who complain the loudest, remember? Okay, the rabbit hole of Epstein's heinous crimes seems to get deeper each day. It appears that every day someone new is revealed to have taken numerous trips to Epstein Isle for unknown reasons. Yeah, we know the reasons. Because of this, it is assumed they are perverts. This time, according to an FBI investigation, it has been revealed that none other than Adam Schiff was a close associate of Jeffrey Epstein. Well, isn't that special? Last month, Attorney General Bill Barr launched an investigation into his political rivals, the Democrats. The investigation focuses mainly on the impeachment Democrats, namely Adam Schiff. The results of this investigation was troubling, to say the least. Well, what about this whole thing is not troubling? It's all troubling, all of it. A treasure trove of emails was found on Hillary's private email server. Among these emails were 256 between Adam Schiff and Epstein. The contents of these emails discussed trips to Epstein Isle and other things too vile to mention. Below is an excerpt of the FBI report. And I think that you're probably wanting to know that. I know I am. After an extensive sweep of the compound, our agents found many emails on the server. This was the most disturbing. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? No, I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life. This has got to be some Star Wars thing, which I don't get. He had a knowledge of the dark side that he couldn't even keep the ones he cared about from dying. He could actually save people from death. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. What happened to him? He became so powerful, the only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. It's ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. That's an excerpt of the FBI report. Strange. These revelations are truly sickening, but not surprising. This explains why Schiff was so hell-bent on impeaching our president. It was just a distraction to throw us off the scent of his vile crimes against humanity. So what are they saying? That Schiff was the apprentice? I don't know. It's very strange, actually. Said they found many emails on the server. This was the most disturbing. Okay, so this was actually an email between Jeffrey Epstein and, Pencil Neck. So, yeah, it's a strange thing to be discussing, and I don't know if it's is this a movie? Is it? I don't know. But it says, did you ever hear the tragedy of dark whatever the wise? No, I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. And then it's saying he had knowledge of the dark side, that he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. He could actually save people from death. And so it's saying, okay, but he couldn't save himself. So I would like to know from these emails which side is talking. I think that would help an incredible amount, to tell you the truth, because it's a little bit confusing. But suffice it to know, if there were 256 emails between Schiff and Epstein, there's probably some vile stuff in there, because what else would they have to discuss? You know, seems a little strange to me. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about that, and let's come back here and look at this. And we're also going to be looking into the whole, you know, the online retailer that says we've got just what you need. Well, apparently they do. So we're going to be looking at that in a second. Police raid suspected brothel in Canterbury. I thought this was very strange, and I should have brought this earlier because this was on the 9th of July, so it's getting a little bit old. Well, 3 days old. Hundreds of pounds in cash has been seized, and a vulnerable woman taken to safety after police raided a suspected brothel. Officers descended on the address in Great Stort Mews, Canterbury, on Tuesday morning following a tip-off from a member of the public. And the only reason I'm bringing this to you is to show you that this stuff is happening all over the world. People are getting busted. People that are running brothels, say, or, you know, having underage sex, passing around pornography, and worse. And yes, there is something worse than pornography. You know, all sorts of stuff. But it's just, I've never seen so many people taken down. Worldwide, it's happening. And I have no doubt about that. I don't believe, some people say, oh, it's not real, it's not really happening. No, I don't believe that. It really is happening. And it's not because I'm just buying into Q and everything like that. It's just, it's quite obvious from the news items that you're seeing that this is actually happening. And more people are becoming aware of it too, which is a good thing. So anyway, this brothel in Canterbury was raided. So apparently, I guess some women will be safe. I'm not really sure why I even included that, because it's not really all that pertinent. But now, this we're going to discuss. Now we're going to get into the, we've got just what you need. Yes, and I'm not sure I want to say this word, because I believe that I will be censored and the video will never make it to you. So let's call them Fair. We'll just call them Fair. So Fair is accused of selling missing children after the online retailer listed cabinets and throw pillows for $12,000. Well, I did a little bit of investigating on my own, and I found some jaw-dropping things myself. So yes, something's going on. But let's take a look at this. The theory started after people noticed the exorbitant prices and unusual fact that items had different names written on the item descriptions. Yeah, this is, it's weird. And I'm sure a lot of you have already heard the preliminary stuff about this, because it's out there, it's everywhere. But here, these cabinets, you know, are listed for $14,000, $13,000, and people were saying, well, these are just steel cabinets. That's too much money. Well, Fair came back and said that, yeah, but these are industrial cabinets. They're special cabinets, and they're made for industrial reasons, and that's why they're priced so much. And no, there's no mistake on that. However, they never addressed all the other strange items, like why would a throw pillow be $10,000? Please, anyone? Is there gold inside? I sure hope so. And the strange names, because this is the Duplessis zodiac sign astrological constellation, personalized throw pillow. And look at this. Here is a missing child by the name of Samara Duplessis. And it seems like there's a lot of that. The names kind of coincide with someone who's missing. So that's where the rumor got started. Personally, I don't think it's a rumor because I've seen it for myself. I went out there and I spent a lot of time looking through products, and I found some, like a rug that's a throw rug for $259,000. Yeah, $250,000 for a throw rug. How many people do you know that have $250,000 to spend on a throw rug? And answer this. Do you think they're shopping on that online retailer that I just mentioned? Really? Because I don't think so. People that have that kind of money usually have decorators come in and do things that buy from different sources, but I can guarantee you the rugs that they buy are not $259,000. That is not something, why would you even, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because people that have that kind of money are not on sites like that looking for stuff. You know, just saying. All right, so let's continue on here. Fair, an American e-commerce company that sells furniture, began trending on social. Oh, they sell a lot more than furniture. They sell pretty much everything except clothes. I don't think they sell clothes. No, they don't sell clothes, but they sell a heck of a lot more than just furniture. Began trending on social media on Friday morning, July 10th, after thousands of people took to Twitter to indulge in a conspiracy theory accusing them of child trafficking. The theory started after people apparently noticed that the company was charging exorbitant prices for items like storage cabinets and throw pillows, and although all of the items appeared identical, they allegedly had different names written on the product, on the item descriptions. And that's true. That same Zodiac pillow has a bunch of different names. Some of them are $13,000, some of them are $12,000. This one's $9,999 for a throw pillow. When was the last time you dropped $10K on a throw pillow? Yeah. Well, some social media users believe that the furniture and home goods company is selling missing children through their high-priced cabinets and throw pillows, costing nearly $10,000 to $12,000 and $9,000. Multiple Twitter users posted pictures of the website's high-priced cabinets, which users claim are listed alongside people's names. They claim that although the cabinets or the large boxes looked like the same product, they all had different names, mostly of girls, allegedly, and particularly of missing children. One user wrote, "So all the names pull up missing females. I searched Naraya and she is missing since 2010. Yuritsa is also a missing female." And those are the names of the cabinets. Another user wrote, "So do those cabinets come with something? Like a girl? I don't know." There's something going on there. And apparently somebody, and hopefully I saved this, somebody was taking the product numbers and stuff and plugging them into Google, and up would come pictures of young women. Strange. I think it's strange. So it said, all right, there are many who claim that after people talked about the listings on the suspicious cabinets, the particular listing disappeared. It did. While others suggest the interest, people could still Google search those images from the website. People don't believe me now. It's not coming up on the website, but you can still find it on Google. One user in her long thread of tweets on the issue wrote, "What I'm not understanding is how did the people running this online retailer not question the fact that people are selling cabinets with specific girl names for over $10,000? Another added, "That's pretty pricey for just a steel cabinet that goes in a workshop." One user on the same Twitter thread suggested that a case had been opened into the claims. Somebody posted about this on Reddit and their account got reported. That's true. You report on this and it's a quick way to get censored. Another person talked to the online retailer for an explanation about costs, specs, and they could not give an answer. They called the trafficking hotline and they are reportedly opening a case. We'll see how this turns out. We know how it'll turn out unless the government gets involved, the Attorney General, someone like that. There were many others who pointed to the online retailer's alleged history of selling furniture to migrant detention facilities, which they do, where thousands of immigrant children were housed, and how the company's employees last year had staged a walkout to protest the firm's decision. So let's get one thing straight before jumping the gun. We don't know everything, one user wrote. Let me also close off by asking a question. If child trafficking was happening under their nose, their online retailer's nose, how come the former workers, employees of that online retailer, turned protesters did not say anything about it? Well, I doubt that the employees, unless they're really high up, know about that sort of thing. That's not something that you would tell the plebes, if you're trying to stay out of prison. Really, you know, the more people know, the more it's going to be found out. So I would assume that it's only the upper people, like probably maybe less than 5, I would say, know about it. Not that I'm pulling that number from anywhere. I'm just surmising like everyone else at this point. All right, several users, including Redditors, reported that when they searched the SKU codes of the suspected items on the Russian search engine Yandex, the search results allegedly produced images of little girls. However, if a person uses any combinations of numbers preceded by SRC USA, the results would be similar. Okay, well, that perhaps is true, and that's something that I'm going to have to look into myself to see if that does in fact happen, and if it happens for any set of numbers. So the claims made by social media users have yet to be presented with evidence outside screenshots of the company's high-priced items with human names. Well, how about this? George Soros owns, I think, bought $40 million worth of shares, which are now worth over $1 billion. Yes, he's a big owner in that particular online retailer. I didn't know he was so interested in, stuff like that. But hey, maybe he's a home decorating guy. Or maybe it was just an investment for him. But it stinks as far as I'm concerned. Now, the claims made by social media users have yet to be presented, with evidence. No hard and fast evidence. How could you have hard and fast evidence at this point? But there's something going on. The online retailer released a statement explaining why the listings were taken down. There is, of course, no truth to these claims. The products in question are industrial-grade cabinets that are accurately priced. Recognizing that the photos and descriptions provided by the supplier did not adequately explain the high price point, we have temporarily removed the products. Oh, right, I'm sure. It's just because of, that the high price point wasn't explained. But then why is it that after this, I looked and I was able to easily find products like a rug for $259,000. So they didn't remove all of them. Anyway, and they said it's temporarily remove the products from the site to rename them and provide a more in-depth description and photos that accurately depict the product to clarify price point. Yeah. Sure, that's why you took them down. All right, well, let's go back because I've got more on this. And let's look at this. Hopefully this will make it up. I hope it doesn't get taken down by, the YouTube gods. I know there's only one God, but they are gods with small g's. Wayfair child trafficking conspiracy theory. Oops, I didn't want to say that. Naraya storage cabinet and others observed first by a Redditor. So yes, it was indeed first found by a Redditor. Is it possible this online retailer is involved in human trafficking with their WFX utility collection, or are these just extremely overpriced cabinets? Note the names of the cabinets. This makes me sick to my stomach if it's true. Well, yeah, here it is. There's the one cabinet, 14,000. I'm sorry, this is blurry. I can't do anything about that. It's 14,499. Here's one for 13,000. It's an expensive storage cabinet. And this is another missing person with this name right here. It's a 5-shelf storage cabinet. It's 12,899 on sale. Oh, it's on sale now from 14,924 to 12,899. And here's this one again, linked to a missing person, and it's 12,699. Those are some expensive cabinets. The child trafficking conspiracy has begun with a post by Redditor Princess Peach, who shared screenshots of an American furniture retailer. The pictures show that some storage cabinets and pillows listed at overpriced and prefixed with unusual names. The post has picked up over 1,000 upvotes in a time of more than 24 hours on Reddit. The screenshot below clearly shows, and I'm not going to say this again, those names again, but here it is, right here. And there is the child that's missing, Samaya. And who names a storage cabinet Samaya? That's a little weird. And Yuritsa, storage cabinet. And here is Yuritsa. And yeah, so the conspiracy theory says that names like Naraya could that's the watermelon. Maybe, I don't know. It's the only thing I've eaten. Could possibly be the placeholders that are being used by human traffickers. As per the screenshots, these products have been sold by WFX Utility, and strange thing is that people discovered all of these have female names. Yeah, I think that's very strange myself. A tweet by somebody received 73,000 retweets and 177,000 likes, who shared shocking pictures of news headlines like U.S. loses track of another 1,500 migrant children. Other unusual things that are observed on this online retailer website are products like pillows and shower curtains, which are listed for like a whopping price of $9,990 from another seller, Bungalow Rose. In the end, if anyone heads to the Yandex Russian search engines and searches, okay, well, we've already got an explanation for that, and I'm going to have to check that out. So I don't want to be giving you any misinformation. The thing about the SKUs could be wrong. However, if someone tries any random number of combinations, okay, so they're saying the same thing. Update. The online retailer has denied the accusations. Well, what are they going to say? Really? Like, nobody these days comes right out and says, okay, you caught me. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, you caught me. Nobody says that. It is a stunt to cover their, the online retailer has temporarily removed the products. Yeah. Is it a stunt to cover their human trafficking business front? Why did they remove the products? Their actions give way to new, this online retailer, conspiracy theories. Tell us your thoughts. Well, you don't want to know my thoughts. No, you really don't. Okay, let's go back because I got more here. I know. All right. Now, yeah, here we go. Okay, I know some of you are probably saying, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, you're making a stretch there. Am I? What did we find here? Yeah, that's the president of this online retailer, the president of operations, Bill Hutcherson. And who's he with here? Who's this lady? That's right, Ghislaine Maxwell, a known sex trafficker who is involved with Epstein. Well, we all know that, don't we? Well, there's that, isn't there? Oh, I'm sure they're just buds. They probably just, have a drink together and Who knows? I'm sure it's nothing nefarious. No. And this by Tony, I just want to say, and by the way, I do believe this this Twitter account has now vanished. Tried to look this person up, contact them. I just want to say, in a few hours, when this online retailer tries to say it was just a glitch in their system and that the prices were a mistake, to just remember this. When you Google the SKU codes, you get pictures of underage kids. Don't let this die. But again, these are from Yandex, and I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out myself. I'm just going to put in some random numbers, see what comes up. If kids come up, then we know that that's false. This, on the other hand, is not. She looks happy. And here's okay. What the heck? I don't know. I'm not sure what the connection here is here, and it looks like I've cut part of it off, so I apologize. And it says, here, what I've already said is that they're confirming that there's no truth. But again, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? They're not going to come out and admit it, and I bet you they are scrambling to make sure that all their ducks are in a row in case it's investigated. I bet you. All right. Now, let's look at, okay, we can do away with these because we don't know that's actually a fact. But let's look at this. Now, here's some they're baby pictures to put up in a nursery, okay? These for 4 is $169. That's not unreasonable. I mean, it's probably more than I would pay for them, but then look at this. Just 4 pictures of dinosaurs, very, very much similar to these 4. And these 4, which is cut off, which is for $172. But this one's $30,177 for 4 little dinosaur pictures? Really? They must know different people than I do. I mean, really, I don't know anyone. And I have known some very, very wealthy people in my life. Very. I mean, very. But they wouldn't spend $30,000 on 4 little dinosaur pictures for the nursery. Who does that? No, really. Who? No one. That's who. So, let's come down here. Let's look at this. Okay. This online retailer needs to be investigated. If you want to stop this devil-worshipping cult, write my name in come November. Okay, this is somebody obviously that's running for office here. If you can please donate, I will protect our children. Well, I'd be very, very, he's a former gangster. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be donating to him, but here is, why do these cabinets all have girl names? That's a good question. We've already looked into that. And here's one of the astrological pillows, 9,999. It's called the Dunning Zodiac sign. And here is the missing girl, Tori Dunning. Yes, and we're not finished. Oh, wait, I need to. And this is the Duplessis, and there's the girl and the pillow, just $1 shy of $10,000 for a pillow. These are both almost $10,000, and these look like they're the same item except for the okay, well, they do have different astrological signs, but still. And here's 2 more, with a person's name prefaced. They're all around $10,000. I think that's a lot because really these are all the same. They just have different zodiac symbols. So, yeah. And is that it? Yes, that's it for that. Well, let's get out of there. And let's come back to here. Okay, and the plot thickens. Who is Andrea Jung? She sits on the board of directors for that online retailer. She keeps interesting company when we think of, you know, trafficking of the human persuasion. Oh, wait. There she is. This is her. Yeah. And she is the, what is she? She's on the board of directors. Okay, she's on the board of directors, and there she is. Oh, and who's standing beside her? Why, that looks like Hillary Clinton. And who's standing beside Hillary Clinton? Why, that looks like Michelle Obama. And who's beside Michelle Obama? Reese Witherspoon. Now, please tell me Reese Witherspoon is not involved, because I loved her little Legally Blonde movies. They were just mindless and entertaining, and I loved them. I really hope she's not involved in anything nefarious, because that will upset me. The other two, of course they are. No doubt about that. In my mind, anyway. Anything they can get their dirty little hands in, they're going to put their hands in there. So, and look at this. This is something else. This online retailer's CEO runs a children's foundation while furnishing migrant camps. Well. Isn't that interesting? I think so. Now, here's some items that I found in my search. Here's this. Now, this is a picture. Just two, you know, I've got actually two pictures like that that are over my couch that are side by side like that, although mine are much more tasteful. Just saying. This is Golden Union, two-piece unframed graphic art print set of two. And it sells for $12,299.99. Golden Union. Yeah. That does not look much different than the stuff I see in HomeSense. Really, it doesn't. Now, I can see somebody very wealthy spending $12,000 on art. I don't think that would be out of the question for somebody with wealth. But on unframed graphic art print set that looks like you could get at Walmart or HomeSense, I don't think so. I'm just saying. And let's look at this. Well, here's this expensive rug. Oh, it's only $236. I'm sorry. I think I said $259. I was wrong, and I apologize. No, it's only $236, $999.99. A lot of nines there. They like nines in these prices, don't they? Yeah, they really, really like nines. What's that have to do with? Okay, and I went to this Bokhara rug company, and I didn't see anything that was priced anywhere close to this. Oh, this is Canadian, so it might be a little bit more because, of course, Canadian money isn't worth as much, and I was searching from Canada, so it would bring me back Canadian money. But still, it's a lot of money. A lot. Would still be over 200,000, I believe. Well, I don't know. Anyways, it's still be very expensive. And what is so special? Well, it's hand knotted wool, no area rug. Wool, no area rug. I don't know exactly what they mean by that, but there you go. Now, I do understand that Persian carpets and, you know, things are very, very expensive. Not that this is that, but it's hand knotted, it's wool. So yes, I do believe that it's worth a lot of money, but 237,000 really, except, you know, shy of $1 there. And here's another one. This is Renetta. Oh, I should look up if there's a missing person by that name. It's 100% vegetable dye, tribal Harrods serape, and it's a Persian, hand woven, flat weave. It's 12 by 17, so it's not that big. And it's by Bloomsbury Market. Now, this was $73,999.99, and that seems to be the tip-off, because a lot of these have prices like $9.99, $99, lots of nines. That actually, I need to look into that as well. Like, what's the connection there? Why, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, I know a lot of people will put the price as $11.99 because if you say 12, it sounds like a lot more than $11.99. So I know all the psychological games they play, but still it's weird. And, I know that Persian rugs are very, very, very expensive. But when I lived in Toronto, and I think, well, gosh, that was a very long time ago, because it's before I moved to the States, and I spent a lot of time in the States. But anyway, when I lived in Toronto, I remember going with someone into a Persian rug store that these were genuine. And yes, the prices were a lot. They seemed like exorbitant prices to me because I was still a teenager. But I don't know. I didn't see anything in this range. So I don't know. Maybe any of you guys are experts on Persian rugs, because I know they are very, very expensive, but that expensive? Nah, don't think so. All right, so let's, and let me look at this. Can't remember what this is. Oh, I think I took yeah, here we are. And all I did was I just sorted, and then I put highest price to lowest price, and that's how I found this stuff. There's 236 for this hand knotted wool. And here's a Lazarus, strange names, Lazarus luxury hand knotted wool. That's 158,999.99. And this, it's a French Oriental vintage traditional hand knotted wool, and it's 91,999. There's the one that I just showed you, that's 68,999, and here's one for 63. Here's one for 61. Not as many nines in these, but still. And 52, 50, 47, 46. Now, I do know that some of these rugs are very, very expensive. There's one for 181,000. It's a one of a kind though, apparently. Well, it would have to be for that price. Let's just look at what this is. Oh, it's a one of a kind Stephen, hand knotted, before 1900. So I could see why that would be so expensive, but why do they call it Stephen? I don't know. And so it's before 1900. I could see why that would be so expensive. I could. We'll give them that. But still, I'm not going to belabor this. I just wanted to show you that there's a real concern out there. Now, rugs is kind of hard to deal with, to gauge, because I know some rugs are just exorbitant. But really, I think it's strange when you're selling a rug for, where was that? There's 236, and wasn't there another one down here that was, there's 181. That's, well, that one, is that one the antique? Yeah, so maybe. I don't know. Any of you guys rug experts? Seriously, there are people that know their rugs. I'm not joking, but maybe we have. Or maybe some of you guys are interior designers that would know. I don't know. All right, let's go back. Because we can. All right, and let's look at this. Okay. They say they fixed the glitch that was changing the prices of the pillow. Oh, yes, then they claimed that there was a glitch that was changing the prices. Right. But look what happens if you know the name of the child you want. So let's look at this because it's very interesting.
You go on Wayfair, right? Look at this pillow. Just a regular ass pillow, $46.99. Now, if they weren't sex trafficking, why the fuck is the price of a pillow for a name Veronica $10,000 from $46.99?
Show another name?
Let's look up Sarah. Sarah's gonna cost you $10,000 too.
How do you explain that?
Ashley, $10,000. It's not no glitch in the system.
Right, that's crazy.
You go on Wayfair, right? Look at this
Yeah.
pillow.
So there's too much weird stuff happening, and I know there's people out there saying, "Oh, it's all a distraction," and blah blah blah. I don't buy that. I don't buy it that this is just a distraction. There's people saying, "Oh, there's nothing to it. It's just a distraction. It's just distracting us." Distracting us from what? From what? We're focused on the other stuff, the important stuff. I mean, that doesn't even make sense, and it makes me question people that are saying that, "Oh, it's just a distraction." There's something weird here. I'm not saying it's absolutely positively that what most are suggesting is happening. I don't know. None of us know. Nobody knows except them, the people that at the top. But there's too many coincidences and too many weird anomalies for it to be nothing. What does this say? Oh yeah, and here's the other thing. The products and things, like there'll be two products and they'll be the same thing, but they'll have different weights. What is that? Strange. And it says these are still on there, and one is 20 plus pounds. So yeah, look at this. Here's another like nursery. Here's one, and here's two. This is 30,000. This is 20,000. This one has 4. This one has 3. So I guess what? You take one off, one zebra away, and you've got 20,000 instead of 30. It makes no sense. And free shipping? Well, I should expect so. $30,000? No, not a chance. Not a chance. And says, I don't think it's a glitch. Same item is posted on another website for the same price. I don't believe it. And yeah, I don't know what that is, but okay. Let's go back because I do want to get this uploading because, well, you know, it takes forever. So let's come down here. I just don't want to miss anything on this. Yeah, just same, just checked in the UK and it's all over the world. Well, it's in Canada because I checked in Canada. They checked in the UK, it's there. So, and look at this. D'Alessandro tufted beige indoor-outdoor rug. There's 25 pounds, 25,999.99. And look at this. Mother of boy 15 who fell from 2-story balcony, then mysteriously vanished, issues a desperate plea to find him. And what is his name? His last name is D'Alessandro. Coincidence? I don't know. It's an awfully strange one, if it is. So, let's come down here, make sure we've got everything. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, okay. This is the Bucarelli One Light Night Light for 19,799.99 pounds. So that's a heck of a lot more than 19,000 in US terms. And look, the name of the person, the company that makes it is Isabella and Max. And look at what they have in their logo. Yes, let's look. Well, isn't that the boy lover symbol. It sure is. Couldn't be any plainer. There it is. Maybe you can't see it on your tiny phones, and I apologize, but it's there, plain as day. Yep. And this is, look at this. It's a Hertzig 650 thread count, 100% cotton sheets for $10,000. Okay, well, I have sheets that are 600 thread count Egyptian cotton that I got on sale. But even full price, I can assure you, they were nowhere close to 10,000. I don't even think that they weren't even 100 or anywhere close. So that's ridiculous. But look at this, missing teen. Yeah, Hertzig. So what are you really ordering when you're ordering these sheets? Because I can assure you, those sheets don't cost $10,000. No sheets cost $10,000. And Egyptian cotton is, I think, the best you can get. I mean, Turkish cotton is good too, but, and they last forever. But no way would sheets cost that much. And who would buy them? Just saying. So, and there's the Bucareli nightlight that's so expensive. And down here it says, regarding this online retailer, don't think in terms of actual children. Think about videos of actual children. Disgusting videos. At those prices, they make huge profits off the videos. And by using third-party platforms, they mask the attribution. Easy to ship, drop, get caught, fold up shop. I don't know, but it's possible, because I know there is a market in watching, you know, I don't even like to say the word, it's SNUFF movies. And there are people that are sick and want to see videos of people actually being killed. Now, I'm not sure what kind of a sick freak would get off on that, and whoever they are, I mean, if you're somebody that enjoys watching that, you need help, psychological help, really. I'm not talking about, even though I would not touch a horror movie with a 10-foot pole, that's just me and my beliefs. I wouldn't, because I don't even want to see it enacted and acted out. But to want to watch the real thing, there's something wrong. Get help if that's any of you, and I certainly hope and pray it's not, but it's out there, and there are people that do delight in that sort of thing. So, and guess who owns 40 million in Wayfair stock? Soros Fund Management, yes. And but that stock is actually worth $1 billion now. That's what he paid for it. And let's look up this. Oh yes, let's look up gifts for kids. Gifts for kids. Well, we have an African savanna wild animal sculpture for $10,599.99. Wow, that's an expensive sculpture to give to a kid who's likely to break it. And then we have this, a floral hand-knotted silk cream area rug by Charlton Home. It's $11,499.99. Yeah, that's something I'd buy a kid. I'm sure he would be delighted with that, he or she. Can you imagine wrapping up a rug for a kid? Here you go. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Like, seriously. And then there's this summer camp cabin. It's only 9 foot by 9 foot, but it's $8,299.99. And then there's this, and are these gifts for kids? Like, really? And, you know, Oriental hand-knotted wool rug, $7,699. Well, we found rugs that were worth a lot more than that. here is a stockade cabin, and what doesn't make sense is the other one is 9 by 9. This is 9 by 13, and it's cheaper. What was the other one? It was $8,299. This one's $6,699. And here's more rugs. They can you see, they can hide the prices in rugs because really rugs are expensive. And so not too many people would really, well, first of all, most people search from lowest to highest. So a lot of these would not even be found by many people. And then if they were found, people would just go, wow, that's really expensive, and move on. But like, look at all, are any of these gifts for kids? Well, here's a garden of romance woman figurine, $5,299. I'm sure all kids would love that. Yeah. You want to watch them cry? Get them a garden of romance woman figurine. Or if you want to make them really happy, just give them the $5,299.99. Yeah, that'll make them a lot more happy than the figurine. And more rugs. I mean, kids love rugs, apparently. Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I don't have kids, but there's another little camper. Oh, this cabin's only 5 by 5 playhouse for $4,499.99. You could build them a really nice one for that. Yeah, strange. Gifts for kids, and it's mostly rugs. But then on the bottom, it's got like it's very strange. All very strange. So, yeah. I know. You're either interested in this or you're bored to death right now. Or maybe you've just turned it off altogether and said, is that what she's going to talk about all night? No, maybe. In this video, yes, and I'm almost done. Really, I promise. Okay, let's just look at a couple more items here because we can. John S. Kim of the place that we've been talking about, head of algorithms, a previous employer, Clinton Health Access Initiative. They, CHIA, Clinton Health Initiative, Clinton Health Access Initiative, have a brand new deal with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Wow! So we've got the online retailer, Clinton Foundation, Epstein, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I'm sure there's nothing suspicious there. Yeah, and we already touched on that he runs a children's foundation. And let's look at this. Oh, it's been removed. Well. And all right, let's look at this. The online retailer that we have been discussing is funded by Soros. CEO is on board of directors of the Federal Reserve of Boston. Yes, he is. CEO runs Children's Foundation. CEO has connections to Citigroup. Clinton Global Initiative, revolving door of board of directors. Yes, he's on the board of directors of Clinton Global Initiative. Found a Tom Hanks connection. Now, I didn't know that. Also, an Ellen DeGeneres connection. Now, I didn't know about that either, and I'm going to have to look into that because I'm not sure what they mean by that. But that is that. And I wanted to get that out of the way because a lot of people have been discussing it online, and you guys are probably thinking, does she know about this? Is she going to talk about it? Yes, I am, but I have a little bit of trepidation because, they just don't like people discussing this sort of thing. So, hopefully, if you see this, if you're watching this now, then hey, congratulations to me. It didn't get pulled. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much. Well, it isn't all for tonight because I think I'm going to come back and do another video because I've got so much news that if I don't, I'll never catch up. So I'm going to be back, and that's it. So good night. Stay safe, stay well, stay blessed, and keep seeking truth. And if you like the channel and like the content, then consider supporting us. And through Patreon, through whatever way you wish. And also, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. If you want to be subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed because, as you know, they are knocking subscribers off. So, not literally. I mean, they're not dying or anything, but they're just getting dropped. So, just check every now and then to make sure you're still subscribed if you wish to be. And that's it. So, I'll see you guys later, and you have a wonderful evening. Good night.